Good evening and welcome to the All-State Hometown High School Football Game of the Week from Wayne High School as the Warriors are hosting the Wildcats of Springfield. Now, tonight's football game being brought to you by your local All-State agent, Jim Twiggs. Hello, everybody. Lee Riley this evening, along with tonight, as always, we are joined in with Gary Littell. Gary, let's check out the keys to victory for Springfield's Wildcats, brought to you by Dave Cale Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg.
This should be exciting. I'll tell you what, Springfield has to stay focused, and remember, they got to win the game on the field. Mm-hmm. And the Wildcats must continue to play like the best defense in the league, and they have the best scoring offense in the league, and they have to play that way for win number 8. Who do you like for Springfield?
Well, I'm looking at number 5 tonight, senior wide receiver Larry Stevens. Now, he leads the league in receiving yards with 825. Then on defense, I kind of think hands down, number 11, senior linebacker, and that senior linebacker being Zarius Stennett, who is second in the league and number 1 on the team with 82 tackles. And this kid plays all over the field, Gary. What about the keys to victory for the Wayne Warriors, brought to you by Dave Cale Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg?
Well, this is important for the Warriors. They have to stay focused but yet play loose. And on offense, they have to keep their quarterback, Cam Fancher, upright. And they also have to play ball control, keep Springfield's offense on the bench. Who do you like for the Wayne Warriors?
Going number 18. Look for him. He's junior flanker Austin Mullins, who leads the team and is actually 4th in the league in receiving with 688 yards. Now, on defense, number 99, junior defensive lineman Jared Couch. And Jared is, shall we say, just an animal. He's all over the field as well. Jared is tied for 4th in the league with 70 tackles, and he is tied for 4th in sacks, so he can get by you with 3.5 sacks right now. Now let's check out our weekly football poll as we see who you think will win tonight's football game. Tonight, it looks like you're, totally picking, why not, the Springfield Wildcats, 94% to 6%, and we thank the some 3,324 voters. Now, you can take part in our weekly poll anytime by following us on Facebook. You'll find us at www.facebook.com/localtv for me. Yep, we're going to be back. We got more pregame for you as the teams will be taking the field shortly. And yes, we've got eyes on the officials and the opening kickoff. It's the All-State Hometown High School Football Game of the Week as Wayne hosts Springfield on local TV for me, Sports Network.
You're watching the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week on WRCX Television, brought to you by our local All-State agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by the Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons, Muffler Brothers of Springfield, Urbana, and Fairborn, and the IH Credit Union.
I may be an orthodontist, but I know a thing or two about... Perfect.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an All-State agent. Are you in good hands?
Springfield's pharmacy is Harding Road Pharmacy, located 1.5 miles north of the hospital on North Plum Street and Harding Road. Harding Road Pharmacy has been locally owned since 1950.
We not only fill prescriptions that are ready when you are, but our friendly professional staff is always available to answer questions and provide free delivery. We're proud to serve our community, and we invite you to experience why Harding Road Pharmacy is Springfield's hometown pharmacy.
Harding Road Pharmacy is open 7 days a week for prescriptions that are ready when you are.
It's the Wayne Warriors and the Springfield Wildcats, and the Warriors are going to be taking the field right now as they will head down through the gauntlet and onto the football field on this night here at Wayne. And Gary, shall we? Well, we've got a little bit of a time. Let's check out our officials for tonight. Our officials for tonight brought to you by the Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons. Who are the men in stripes going to be huffing and puffing down that field, Gary?
Well, the white hat tonight is our referee is Brandon Kidwill. Our linesman is Jerry Webb. Line judge is Dave Kindle. Umpire Scott Wyckoff. And then the back judge tonight is Jason Harden.
And Eyes on the Officials have been brought to you by the Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons, where seeing is believing. As we're going to be heading down to the field, Gary, and check on that coin toss right now.
Yeah, let's listen into the officials down there on the field.
Mike Geringer and Pat Wood. I'm Pat Wood. I'm Mike Gearing. Hey, guys. Control your team tonight, play with great sportsmanship, right? Have fun. Which one of you guys wants to flip the coin for?
We want to thank you and
Step
let
on
you
in.
know that all
Speaking
of your
captain, this is a head.
dedication and hard work.
This is tails. You won the toss. White wins the toss. Would you like to receive? What end would you like to defend? Put your back that way. Springfield goes this way. Springfield goes well. Good luck tonight, guys. Shake hands.
And also, you know, it was Hall of Fame night there.
Yes,
and
Hall
you
of
got to
Fame
see
night.
the two head coaches there, former head coaches, Mike Carringer and Pat Wood. And what a band this is.
Oh, my goodness. You don't see college bands any better than this. And ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Seven and 1 are the Wildcats. 3 and 5 are the Warriors. And Gary, when you take a look at the way this football season is going, you're going, boy, Springfield's running away with everything. But you know what? If Wayne would win tonight, then they're tied for the division.
Well, what happened when Wayne played Centerville? When Springfield played Centerville, they let Centerville into that game at the very last minute. And Coach Mo Douglas was not happy about that.
A little upset.
And he said he wants to put him on the straight and narrow. And that's what he really does. He wants to have discipline. And they kind of lost it. And he let them know about it. So tonight, that's the first thing you want to see is how disciplined Springfield is coming into this game. And, you know, this could be one of those games you just don't want to let get away from you.
And, you know, a lot of times when you take a look over the years, maybe that discipline has not been here for the Springfield Wildcats.
Well, it hasn't until Coach Douglas came, and then it's taken him a while to get that because we can remember years back where we'd seen a lot of penalties before.
Now, there is the league mark, 3-0 and 2-1. That's what we've been talking about. And if Wayne should happen to win, then all of a sudden, if you don't win in your Springfield, you still may not win the league because of the
tiebreaker. So this is really, really important. And one of the things that kind of bit Springfield on Thursday when they played Centerville, they had 2 onside kicks recovered by Centerville, and that is not a good way to let somebody back into the game. Now, a lot of these teams are doing onside kicks the very first kick of the game. We've seen that with Springfield.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if Wayne does this now because they know they might have a shot at getting this onside kick.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's all being played on the field, and it's a beautiful football field down here. And the band that Wayne has is just, you know, like a college band. Nice. End over end, bounces at the 20, then kind of dies and picked up at about the 18. Trying to head up the middle, finding some running room. Look out, this may go. Is he going to run? Is he going to beat it? Tolliver has got it. He's running a race, and there he is. Touchdown on the opening kickoff.
And there's a flag down on the field at the 25-yard line.
Holding his hands up in the air is James Wood.
So it is going to be against I don't know why he was there celebrating. He didn't see that call, so it's all coming back. That's your referee. All for naught.
All for naught.
That was a nice run, and that shows you the speed that Tolliver has. My goodness.
Basically, it was about 83 yards, and, you know, you take a look at Tolliver. When he hit the 50, he had people all around him. When he hit the 30, they were gone, and so was he. He just put on the afterburners.
Yeah, Tolliver is 5'11", 197-pound senior. And they're over there talking to the coaches right now saying, this is not what we want to do to start this game. But on a kickoff, that's bound to happen. You see it time and time again.
First and 10, Wildcats.
See, this goes right back. Was his knee down? Because it goes right back to where he where he took the football.
Unless it happened right at that point, which.
Well, then they would have gone half the distance.
Yeah, they would have half the distance. Let's see what's going on here.
So the ball is at the 18-yard line. And I'm not really quite sure, and neither is anybody else around here. Tavion Smoot is in the backfield. He's going to get the football, and he's going to lose a couple of yards. Just like that, this defense from Wayne, look out. They are charged up on this being Hall of Fame night, Gary.
Number 32, Jaden Hurd, came in there for that tackle.
Roosevelt Mukes is the head football coach for Wayne, and this is his first year as the head coach. James Minton has been here for years. Then it was Mike Snyder before that. So they've had some very, very good coaching. And now look at that defense setup. What do we see across the front, Gary? Three set up across the front. Yeah, 3-4.
Man-to-man coverage, top. We got 3 wide receivers out there, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom.
And 2 running backs.
Low snap,
and it's taken. It looks like Wayne got the football. Let's see.
Now let's see here.
Well, the one official said no, it's 3rd down.
Yeah, now watch this snap. It's going to be a low snap. Hits him goes right between his legs, and he's got a drop on it. He got on it. It looks like Springfield.
Yeah, Tayshawn Smoot got on it. He did. But this is not the way you want to start a football game, and it's 3rd down now.
And look where they are at the 7-yard line.
Yards to go. Yes, all the way back. So looking over to the sidelines, trying to get something, and calling out the signals right now, and looking to his wide receivers is Tayshawn Smoot.
It's hard to believe they had a touchdown in the opening kickoff.
And that was all called back. Oh, nice block by the running back to help Smoot get loose. And Smoot's going to be hung up from behind just as he crosses the 10 to about the 13-yard line.
Watch this replay. He's just a little bit hesitant in the pocket. He's lucky he doesn't get tackled in the end zone for his safety. Coming in there is number 34 for Wayne.
What a block.
He finds a hole here, and then they just trip him up with a shoestring tackle. He still had about 10 or 15 more yards to go just to get to the first down marker. So they're going to be punting we got an injured player down there for.
But Tavion Smoot, did you see the block he threw? Holy moly. Now, this is what we were talking about. Our late October games for the Wildcats is a trick or treat. It's been trick for a long time. October of 2016. They were 6-2 going in. They played the Wayne Warriors, lost 38-14. Springfield did make the playoffs, but had to travel that week, and they lost to Pinkerton Central. Then you take a look a year later. 2017, they were 6-3, played Fairmont. Fairmont ends up going to the playoffs, and Springfield says, well, we're going to stay home. They lost 7-3. Are you kind of getting the gist of this? Then in 2018, they were 8-1 going into Fairmont, and guess what? They lost 14-7.
But then they hosted Fairmont in the playoffs the very next week. It was not October anymore, and they won 19-14 on the 2nd of November.
Wow. Oh, high snap. That one almost went out of bounds. And not a bad kick, all considered. It bounces at the 45.
Boy, they lucked out there with that roll.
They sure did. As the ball got kicked, the line of scrimmage was a 13. It rolls all the way down to the 41-yard line of Wayne, and that one very well could have been 2 points for the Wayne Warriors, and you're kicking off from the 20.
Yeah, the offensive coaches need to get together with that offensive line, especially the snappers, the long snapper in their center, saying we can't have those kind of mistakes if we want to win this ball game.
Do you see any rhythm here at all to start the ball
game?
No.
Well, I think that block in the back, they just got to overlook that and just let it go by and put it out of their mind because you can't dwell on that.
You think about it too long, guess what? You're down 7-0, 14-0, whatever it might be. Saw this quarterback. Oh, what a nice play. Upending the runner, Cam Fanchner.
Jalen Minnie.
He was throwing him.
Watch Minnie come over here from his linebacker spot right there, standing right there on the bottom of the W there, and watch him explode on this. It looked like they're showing a little blitz at the top, and then all of a sudden he's going to shoot that gap. Here comes Minnie.
Here he comes.
Goes down low and makes that tackle.
Sometimes I thought, oh, there it is. Look out, got a man in the flat wide open. He's got a lot of green grass ahead of him, too.
That's a first down.
Running as fast as he could was Jalen Minnie again to knock him out of bounds, and that could have been a lot of points.
Yeah, they're playing man-to-man in the slot, playing off that slot. And there's like that crossing problem. It's almost a pick there if you see at the top, picking up Minnie, and it's really close to a pick is Bates.
Bates and Minnie, yeah. I'm just not a big lover of man-to-man defense.
Blitz coming there.
Here's the quarterback, Francher, trying to find some running room.
Lost yardage.
And guess what?
Minnie, 3 tackles, 3 plays for Wayne.
He's now starting to opt for Player of the Game award.
Now the end's got to just seal this corner here. And then there's a blitz on at the top, and Minnie will come shooting that gap again. He stays at home. Man misses his block, and Minnie comes in and makes that tackle.
But hit him right in the right place. So Francher is back at quarterback again in the I formation. Well, actually, I thought that was a whistle.
Wide
over the middle. What a great catch.
He's not down.
Still not falling down. Still not going down.
That was a beautiful.
Austin Mullins, who averages 20.2 a catch.
This is just a simple crossing pattern, and no blitzes coming on here to go after the quarterback. He makes that slant, and then he's wide open, and then he goes down low, twists. I don't think he's down. His hand came down, nothing else. Picked up extra yardage.
Down to the 20, 1st and 10 for Wayne, and they are moving the football. They want this football game. As they hand it off, finding some running room, there's a flag. I think we might have a hold in on that.
Yeah, because the tackle was missed at the top there.
Yes.
If you see it, if we get to see it again, and that looks like that might be holding. And we'll listen in here to our official.
So they're going to bring it back to the 20, and then
there you go.
Yep, first down. They're going to march the ball back, and they're going to set it up, what, at about the 28-yard line, Gary?
Yeah, our white hat out there tonight is Brandon Kidwell. He's the guy, he's mic'd up, and we'll see it. We can hear it over the PA here.
28-yard line, so it's going to bring up first down at 18. So the holding was done actually at the 18-yard line. Francher looking out in that flat.
Oh, he had it. He was looking for a touchdown, and he had it in his hands. If
no, you said the key.
Yeah, he's looking. He's anticipating the end zone, and couldn't have been. It was a beautiful pass from Fancher.
And coming out of the backfield was Nelson. And
now watch, he drops back and he throws it right into it. He looks downfield. Took his eyes off the ball.
You're absolutely right. You nailed that on the head, Gary. Because as soon as it was close to his fingertips, he was looking at the goal line.
Second and forever.
2nd and 18. Francher still calling out the signals. Looks like he's changing them too. As the defense moves around for Springfield. Got a man wide open heading downfield. Boy, wide open down the field.
He has some speed, don't you think?
Bowles had a lot of speed.
Damian Bowles, and he's a senior, 6'1", 175-pounder, and he can fly. Watch him beat the defender there, and that's going to be Bates at the top of the screen, and just overthrows him by about 2 yards.
2 yards, so that was a score.
And safety coming over there is going to be number 36 for Springfield. You're going to see a lot of that, and that's going to be Delian Bradley. Plays a really good, strong free safety position.
They're down 18. Francher being
blitzed.
Being blitzed. I thought he was trying to set up kind of a screen pass, but he did throw it out into the flat. Hit the man right at close to the original line of scrimmage.
And that's the best way to beat that blitz is that you see that blitz coming. If you can, dump it off to your outlet. And that's what he did. But look what it is. It's 4th down and 11. And they are definitely going to go for it around this field here at the 21-yard line.
So the ball has got to get just
inside the 10.
Inside,
yeah.
Well, inside the 11.
Outside the 10, yeah.
Yeah. So Francher waiting for the signal. Clock running. 7:29 remaining here in this first quarter. Springfield did not have much of a drive at all. And here's Wayne throwing it over. Is it intercepted? No.
No, he hit the ground.
To the ground, but Springfield's going to get it anyway.
There's better position there. They got some yardage just by that not being caught.
That's true. That is quite true.
You want to catch that ball for your stats, but heck, you let that sucker go, and you got the ball right there at the 20-yard line.
So the ball's at the 20.
They dodged a bullet there.
Boy, they dodged a big bullet there, and they dodged a big bullet, especially after that first series, which did nothing but go backwards. Then the punt, which was almost a safety.
Now let's keep an eye on this exchange from the center to the quarterback. It's the first time we've seen them, three times this year. That's the first time we've seen that time.
It's a little rough.
Yeah, so let's see if they clean that up, which they have to. 3 wide receivers bottom, 2 on the top.
All right, man coming in motion. Give it to the motion man and picking up just a few yards and not really doing much on that one. It looked like it was that number 35?
Yeah,
was that being Jeff Tolliver?
Yeah, and coming in on that tackle is number 50, and that's Tawan January. They're having a couple words there. And that's something that Springfield needs to avoid. Any type of talk like that, just go back to your position and go for the next down.
But Tolliver's one of those running backs. He can put on the jets, but he just kind of glides. I didn't think he got 4 yards, but he got 4 yards, so it's 2nd down and 6. Calling out the signals is the young quarterback, Deshaun Smoot, looking, got his man, and in and out of his hands. He let it get too close into his body.
And Stevens usually comes up with those catches.
Yes, he does.
And watch at the top of the screen. He's the man in your slot. He's not the top wide receiver.
But he doesn't catch it with his hands, Gary.
And he's going to come back to his quarterback, and you'll see him now at the top of your screen there. And he tries to come back and just miss it. And that you don't see too often.
No.
The man underneath there, of course, was Tolliver, and get Tolliver in open space with a pass, he's gone.
He's gone. Lights out.
But Wayne's playing really good defense here. Look at that. Look at they're lined up there with that. Now they're into that 3-stacked defense there.
3rd and 6. Deshaun looking.
Going
He's
deep.
got a man going deep and overthrows everybody. Actually, when
Good
it was
coverage.
all said and done, Woods would have become the defender on that one.
Yeah, watch this play. He's going to just go with the play that was called instead of realizing that he's kind of throwing into triple coverage down here. Gives the defenders enough time to set up as he lets that ball go. And then look in your screen there, 1, 2, actually just two double coverage, of that third one coming in from his corner spot.
Well, I know what you meant. He almost had 4 covering here. They were close enough to be in on that.
And again, that's where we get those, when you have a down like that, just get that first down.
Yes. And, here we go again.
With
Do we
the
sound
snap.
like a broken record? Go over the middle and take it.
Almost kicked.
Nice floater.
Gets a spiral.
Coming down to about the 41. Oh, breaking the first line of defense and bringing it into Springfield territory. Across the 45, down to about the 43-yard line are the Wayne Warriors, and doing a nice job with that punt return is Turner. So it's going to bring up first down, 10 yards to go. They're going to mark the ball at the 43-yard line. 43-yard line. 6 minutes, 27 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Not much of an offense by the Wildcats. Not yet. Wayne has certainly looked good. Francher out into the flat. I'll tell you one thing, though. The defense by Springfield has looked spot on. That was coming across there was
Brown.
Yeah,
Yep.
Brown came in there and just put a licking on him. Pick up of a yard. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. But the defense, I think, has played a pretty good ball game so far.
Keep an eye on Bowles up there at the top of the screen there when we get he's their wide receiver out there, 6'1", 175-pounder, and he's matched up with Bates at the top. And then you got number 18 down below. That's Smoot as he moves inside now.
Moves inside. And chasing in the backfield, and nice tackle once again. Coming up with that tackle was Zarius Stennett. And he impressed us so much the last time we saw him.
Yeah, Stenett's going to shoot. Now watch 18's going to come into that corner. Pinch that corner. He's got to go out a little bit deeper.
There he goes.
And then watch Smoot at the top of your screen. Breaks that, goes around the tackle, and makes that being blocked there was number 18, Taquan Smoot. So they both got involved in that. Brings up a 3rd and long. So this is going to be kind of the type of game we're going to look at all night long, I think, until somebody opens up a big one.
Yeah, catches a big break. It's 3rd down and 8. So Francher looks over that defense. 3 men across the front, actually 4 for the Wildcats of Springfield.
Blitz is on.
Good snap. Look out. Here comes the blitz and going to the sidelines and then just throwing it away was Francher. That is the best thing that he could have done.
Yeah, and people are saying, why did he throw that? He had to throw it to get away because he was going to be sacked. And that's going to be, now you're in a little, this is kind of an iffy territory here, Lee. If you don't get this, you're giving Springfield some field position, and they're going for it here. And you got to watch your wide receivers. Big wide receiver in the slot right here in the bottom. That's going to be number 6 for Wayne.
I was going to say nobody had him, did he?
Brendan Hall, he's 6'4".
All right,
he's the man in your slot here.
Francher, all alone by his lonesome. And it's going to be, I haven't seen this since the 1930s. That was just a quick kick.
Yeah, Fancher, all of a sudden Fancher pulled out with the rabbit out of the hat.
He kicked it. He got actually on that about 38 yards with the roll.
Yeah.
There's the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame coaches are out there as well. That was kind of neat the way they set
Oh,
this
yeah,
whole
look, and they
thing up.
got the trophies that they had, and that's Geringer and Pat Wood. So
yes,
that was a lot of fun, and a lot of famous athletes come out of this school, I'll tell you that.
And a lot of good coaches, too. They had Mike Snyder, which was here for a long time, and his dad, Hank the Tank Snyder, we used to always call him down there, he coached Chaminade Julienne for years.
Not to mention the band.
Yes,
talk about probably the
God.
best band in the land here, other than the big one up north or over the Ohio State.
To the east.
Yeah, to the east, northeast. Yeah.
Boy, they are just all over tonight. Other than what we thought was a touchdown on the kickoff, Tolliver just has not been able to move the football.
Yeah, well, that's what you talk about in the film room.
Yeah.
You know what Tolliver can do, and they just bottle him up. But look at that defensive line, just not taking those blocks. And just coming in there to make that tackle is number 50. And number 50 is, we've talked about him before, Tawan January.
All right, no gain on the play. I think they get a pretty good spot, to be honest with you. Ball's at the 20. Second down, 10. Tolliver trying to come to this side, and there is nothing but just, if he breaks this one time, there's nobody else downfield. Everybody is on Tolliver.
Watch Jaden, number 14, Jaden Roberts. He's at the bottom of your screen playing this outside linebacker. Now watch him dodge this block right there. Comes back in, number 14, and gets down low. He's not very big, and he makes that tackle, and he's 5'6", folks, 145-pounder, bringing down Tolliver. That's a big load to take down. And Tolliver, gosh, he's 197, 200-pounder.
Yeah. And again, 1 yard gain. That's it. Another big third down. Third down and 9.
Now keep an eye on Smoot in the backfield next to the quarterback.
All right, Smoot looking. He's got a guy. Go. Nice pitch and catch. Wood was right open at the 30-yard line, as Gary had mentioned. And he caught it, turned around, and picked himself up a few more yards. As you see this, watch his arm. He squares up. Good blocking, too, by the offensive line. And nails Woods right there. At about the 32-yard line, he turned around and picked up a few more, Gary.
And notice how he hung onto that ball. He didn't want to have that swiped. Down here at the bottom is number 8, Tayshawn Smoot.
All right, and in at quarterback is Tayshawn Smoot. And out here on this side, is that two number 8s in the ball game? No. That was
6.
Minnie.
It's
that
6,
was
Minnie.
Yes.
Minnie, 6 and 8 always look the same when
they do.
Because the shirt gets bunched up, and it looks like there's another loop there.
And what you call that right now, what Gary and I were talking about, is come up with an excuse why we couldn't find the right number again.
Now you can see that 6 plain as day there. We'll get a good example. We'll show you folks that we're just not making up these things.
Sometimes. Ball is at the 41-yard line. And how far have we gone in this ball game? Almost a whole quarter. This is the best field position that Springfield has had.
No one's crossed the Wayne's crossed the 50. Springfield hasn't.
No, Springfield got his first down right there too. Hand it off, and
close to a first down.
Close to the first down, and running the football, Tavion Smoot, who has an average of about 5.8, almost 6 yards a carry. He came up with about 4 there, so it's third down and 1.
I bet he gets it again. Tavion Smoot's 240, folks, and that's a big load.
Boy, he is a load.
So I just go right back to that and get your first down and keep moving on down as that quarter is going to wind down to 1:45 left to go. Boy, this has gone by quickly.
Yeah, it has gone by quickly. And they've been throwing the football, too, but not a whole lot of incomplete passes.
Checking out that defense. Boy, are they stacked in that middle there. They know that Smoot probably will get this ball.
Man coming in motion. They're going to hand it off again. Oh, boy, did he do a nice job of just coming up with the yardage. He bounced back. That was all Tavion Smoot, who bounced back and then
Larry
said,
Zonka.
here I go.
That's Larry Zonka days right there.
Boy, isn't it, though? God, how many times did you see him over the years just bounce off
Now, you
people?
know who's going to get the ball. But
Yeah,
look
right
at
there.
the defense.
Bam, right there.
Yeah, but look at the blocking downfield. And that's one person to try to take him on with a little bit of speed is really tough to do. And Wayne tried to get in there. They had it stacked pretty well, but it's first down now.
He actually blocked. He's carrying the ball and blocked Adam Trick himself. Knocked him back and picked up the yardage. 2 running backs will be on either side of the quarterback, Tayshawn Smoot.
And we talked about it in the pregame about just settling down. That's what Springfield has to do.
Oh, man, got a man open.
Minnie.
Good at the 20, Minnie at the 10, Minnie at the 5, and tries to do a pirouette into the end zone, but it's going to be just a bit short.
Now watch this. This is a beautiful pass, and the Minnie just takes off at the bottom. You can see him right at the bottom, just takes off
Look at
like
the throw.
a racehorse. And this thing has enough air under it to let him get to a little underthrown, actually. Minnie tries to get his pace back, and then real nice effort coming across, making that tackle or knocking him out of bounds, and just doing that's what Wayne had to do to save that touchdown. But
Amen.
Guess who's going to get this ball? Number 21, Tavion Smoot. And if that doesn't work for you, how about Tolliver?
50 seconds left on the scoreboard with that out of bounds. It is stopped. At the tail of that tandem, getting the football is Tolliver. Quarterback, Smoot's going touchdown, and the officials are going, no, it's about the half-yard line. Both officials on either side of the field.
And 39 seconds left to go in this first quarter.
And at the line of scrimmage set up right
Quarterback
now.
sneak here.
Ready to go, you think? There it is. Smoot with it. Took it over to the left side.
Yep.
And
Quarterback sneak.
the
Touchdown.
official finally says touchdown. Touchdown for the Springfield Wildcats, Gary, with 29 seconds remaining in this first quarter. And it went from the half-yard line. Tajon Smoot, nice. He tried to take it straight forward, and then he kind of veered off to the right, Gary, and came up with the TD. And then behind him was Tavion Smoot, who was pushing him.
Make sure that he was going to get in there, but that pass play was finally did something with that pass play and made that great catch a little bit behind him. But here's the extra point, and it's up.
It's up, and it is good. Cole Yost came into the ball game 33 of 39, making 34 of 40 with the extra points. And that's one thing I've just got this feeling that he may play something in this ball game. He's 2 for 3 from the field goal range, and his longest is 36, and that ain't bad. So he's got a leg on him.
He's got a leg on him, but Springfield doesn't want it to get down to that point, I don't think. And right now they're settling down a little bit. Wayne had a really good shot down there when they were, on the 20-yard line.
Yes.
And that was their best shot so far. So Wayne has some weapons on the outside, but Springfield's just not letting them take advantage of them.
And I'm really impressed with their quarterback, Cam Franchen, who has thrown so far this year for 1,737 yards.
Fancher, you're talking about.
Fancher, yeah.
Fancher.
And Fancher has 7 TDs, but his only Achilles heel right now is the 6 INTs. So,
he almost had one in that first quarter that fell short. But it was tipped. Got to give him.
Yeah, and that's a problem. It goes down into the record books as being an interception.
Goes to kick up.
As everybody spreads out on the far side of the field for Wayne is Bowles. Boy, and he's quick.
Squib kick.
Squib kick.
Oh,
bounces
boy.
in front. Everybody goes for it. Let's see who gets it.
Yeah, Wayne's going to
It'll
have
be
that
Wayne's.
ball. They lucked out. They got a break there because it ricocheted off the player.
And actually came right back to the intended receiver.
Yeah, coming out there, number 18 coming up with that ball.
Number 29,
Zach Williams comes up with that ricochet.
It is a matter of inches, these games, isn't
Well,
it?
look at the field position. Pretty good field position here at the 33-yard line.
And they played from good field position, it seems like, the whole day, or the whole night. 3 set up across the front. Then the linebacker, basically, they got a 5-man front.
Going
Looking
deep.
Fancher going over the middle and missed his open receiver.
Good
just
coverage.
high.
Good coverage by Bates. Bates was on him. And one thing when you're playing a passing team like this, you really have to be careful with your coverage. You don't want to get those pass interference. It's not like the NFL, of course, where you're moving it all the way down to the 2-yard line.
Sure.
But still, that can change the makeup of a game right away.
But actually, the one you've been telling us to watch, Bowles, it was just overthrown. Otherwise, he may have had 6.
Yeah, you just don't want to have your hands around him when he's doing that. They're going to be passing quite a bit here.
Fancher hands it off, trying to find some running room over the right side, and picks up maybe a yard or 2, and that being the running back, Tyler Dorsey, who's averaging some 7.4 a carry. And that may be our last play of this first quarter, as the clock is down to 3 seconds, and that is pretty much going to wrap it up. That's it for the first quarter of action. And as you see right there on your screen, it is 7-0 in favor of the Springfield Wildcats. We'll be back with more right after this on the local TV for me, Sports Network.
At Dave Kell Chevrolet and Chevrolet Trucks, we are proud that customers keep coming back to purchase vehicles. Now we have a brand new showroom that will help us serve our customers better.
We give every customer specialized attention to find the right vehicle at the right price, and we have a wide variety of new and used vehicles to choose from.
Visit us at Dave Kell Chevrolet and experience no-nonsense car shopping.
The best place to purchase a new or used vehicle is at Dave Kell Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg, Ohio.
Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons has a 30-year history of serving the ophthalmic needs of the Miami Valley. The Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons specialize in meeting the medical and surgical eye care needs of the entire family. Dr. Larry Fish, Dr. Gary Lau, and Dr. Scott Stork are committed to providing our patients the best medical care with a personal touch. Schedule your appointment today in Springfield, Urbana, London, or Beaver Creek, because seeing is believing.
I'm Nick Jacobson, and I'm a senior in the Electrical Trades program at the Springfield Clark CTC. Currently in my class, we are being taught motor controls and three-phase commercial power. My goal is to further my education through an apprenticeship and become a power distribution lineman, and all I had to do was commit. Career opportunities making meaningful impact today. For more information, visit www.scttc.org.
Wayne Warriors are the host as they look out into the flat. Got a man cutting back. Can he get the first down yardage?
Looks like he's short.
Yep, he's going to be short. They threw that to the one that Gary's falling in love with because he's quick, and that's Bowles. He's a good little ball player.
Yeah, nice little crossing pattern there. They got to be careful, though. It looks like, they have that crossing pattern. You got to make sure that if you're a defender, you don't get picked there.
Yes. Well, let's see what happens. It looks like they're sending in the punt team.
Yeah, but there you go. You got Cam Fancher out there.
Yeah.
Cam Fancher's out there. Let's see who's coming in. Yeah. They're going to go for this one here.
Boy, it looks like it. Fourth down at about a yard.
Yeah, let's see what happens. They
Last
might
time-
try to draw him off here, too.
And I think Springfield might want a timeout because Fancher did kick the football the last time in that position. But I don't know. It's of course, would you do it this early? Shall we? Let us check things out while the timeout as we check it out with Randall Holzmeyer and meet this week's IH Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Well, hello, everyone. Randall Holzmeyer from the local TV for Me television network back once again with our IH Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. This week, we're at Northeastern High School, JETS, go Jets, 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 to meet Mackenzie Grimm, volleyball player and Student Athlete of the Week. Mackenzie has a 3.45 GPA and is excited to head off to college, but her volleyball plans, they've been put on hold.
I plan to attend Oklahoma State University, and I major in animal science, embryology, and nutrition. And I just fell in love with Oklahoma State as they're at their campus, and I decided not to play volleyball.
Mackenzie was proud to be named first team All-Clark County and part of an OHC championship team. She talks about the Jets program.
I felt that we connected more as a team, and being a member, I felt that I helped the team as a leader, and along with my other two captains, Amy and Emma. And being a member, I felt it was a great last season to end 16-0 in the conference and winning OHC.
The Jets coaches understand the talent that Mackenzie brought to the team and were very appreciative of the work that she put in.
Not only is she a phenomenal athlete, she's a great leader. She leads the team by example. She's a hard worker in practice. Everything a coach could want for her, she is. And you just don't get those athletes very often.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad especially for always taking me to travel ball tournaments and driving me hours, even when it wasn't fun to watch me play. My coaches for always pushing me to do my best, even when I didn't want to do my best. My sister for always really getting on me when I needed it the most. And my teammates for sure for giving me the best last season I could ask for.
So there you have it, folks. Mackenzie Grimm from Northeastern High School, our IH Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. Now, we want to remind you to go online to localtv4me.com and nominate your Student Athlete of the Week. We'd love to see you at your school. So, for the IH Credit Union and the Local TV for Me television network, I'm Randall Holzmeyer saying have a great week, everybody.
For over 80 years, IH Credit Union has been helping our members build better lives. A lot has changed over the years, but our commitment to our members and to our community has not. We care about what our members care about, and we want to make their everyday lives easy with our convenient services and solutions. Technology to make your life simple, and customer service to make you feel cared for. Open an account today and step up to better banking.
And we congratulate Northeastern volleyball standout Mackenzie Grime. And I tell you what you can do. You can see the full presentation on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/localtv4me.
Really good shot of that band we talked about for Wayne. That's probably one of the best bands I've seen in a long time.
Runner Pat, they're going to kick it.
They're going to kick it and let it roll. Nobody's back there to receive.
And that's the best way to do it,
and
too.
look at where it's going to pin him. It's going to pin him right down to about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, the 4-yard line is where Springfield will put it in play. So I guess the last drive started in pretty good field position. Now it's back to normal because they have not had good field position to start any of their drives except the last one. All right, we'll see what happens. The ball is on the 4-yard line.
Yeah, they just have to be patient and protect that ball. And now they got their running game going there. You know, you got a big guy there, Tavion Smoot. He can get you out of there. And then when they focus on him, you got Jeff Tolliver. Tolliver's good. If he can get to the outside, and the Wayne's doing a great job pinching those ends there and not letting anybody get around the outside, but looks like they're going to go ahead and try to put this ball in the air. They got to be careful with it.
Because I think this may be opposite for Springfield. Normally running sets up your passing. I think passing is going to set up their running, as you got to get the other team playing a little loosey-goosey. So
and it opens up the defense, too.
Yes, it
so
does.
You can see that the man's going to be blitzing.
Oh, nice pass into the, it was no good. It hit the ground first. Minnie tried to get his hands underneath it and just could not. Pass was a little bit low. And boy, did he throw a bullet or what? We're talking about Tayshawn Smoot.
I just think you want to get some yardage and move that ball out here a little bit, give Smoot a little more room to work with back there, because that gets into
right.
You know, that scary zone of you get a holding call and you got a get a fumble recovery, whatever.
Yeah.
And
let's see. The ball's still at the 4-yard line. You got to watch it. Second down, 10 yards to go for the first down. There they hand it off up the middle.
Still going.
And still going, getting it across the 5, but not a whole lot more. Maybe the 6-yard line, as it was the entire defensive front by the Wayne Warriors that just came in and said, Tavion, that's all you're going to get. And he got, let's see where they marched it. Is it going to be the 5? Yeah, 1 yard. That was it.
It looked like a lot more from.
It looked like he got 2 or 3 yards, yeah. But
it's a critical third down here, Lee.
Depends on where that knee touches or that elbow touches, because we can't see that from up here. 2 running backs on either side of the quarterback. Looking. Got a man going down the sidelines, and it was actually closer to the defenders.
And he wanted a pass interference. He's not going to get it.
He should be complaining about it, but they were both pushing and shoving. So who do you call? Nobody.
Now watch this. If we can get a shot at this nobody's really open. Pretty good coverage. And right there, they're kind of fighting each other there, and
there was a lot of hand jives going on there.
It's going to be going on all night, not long with Bowles over there, the defender. He's going to be on Minnie all night.
Watch this. This is where we had the bad snap before.
And just don't step out of the back of the end zone.
Back to return.
And he's only averaging about 27 yards a punt. Still a little high, but it got to him. It's a floater. Coming down, fair catch being called for and made at the 40-yard line. And down there very, very quickly was Kendall Dolby for Springfield. Let's take a look at some of the AP Associated Press Division I rankings as of the 21st of October. And leading the way is Mentor. And then you look down the list and you see Springfield is number 6. picking up 101 points. And boy, that's a pretty good lineup. And the only team that they lost to is number 3. That'd be Fairfield.
Fairfield. And they beat Centerville as well.
Yes. Looking over the middle, got his man.
Beautiful
good
catch.
Defensive play.
That's
and a
real
good
nice,
catch.
Real nice catch. This is the
pass completed to Austin Mullins. Tackle on the play by Smoot.
Mullins is number 18. He's 5'8", 170. Hurry up right now.
And tackled by another Smoot on that list, number 18 for the Springfield Wildcats. As Fancher all alone by himself. The second down and about a yard, and they're going to throw it. Now they're going to run it. Fancher says, I guess might as well do the quarterback keeper. And the defense was good. Everybody was pretty much covered up.
Carries the ball to the 29-yard line.
I still don't like that, though, man-to-man defense, because as you notice all the time, they've got their backs to the quarterback. Quarterback can just take off and do whatever he wants.
Yeah, that's a good point. But with this type of a speed on the outside, there's your long pass.
Oh, look at double coverage and
flag. That's a flag. They're going to get the call.
Yeah, I guess. I'm not so sure I saw it there, but okay. Well, who's it on? Is it on Wayne or is it on
It's going to be on Springfield. Let's listen in. See what he says here. Our referee is Brandon
talking.
Kidwell.
Yeah, still talking.
Here comes a call. That's on Bradley. He's the free safety back there.
All right, they
just got a little bit too cozy there towards the end.
I do not want to be an official with that
Period.
because they're both pushing and shoving.
That was probably a little more blatant than the other one on Springfield.
Well, yeah.
That's incomplete.
And I thought we might have an interception there, Gary, because Gilbreth jumped up, and I thought maybe he might get a piece of that. Or did he?
Let's see here. He's coming through there. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He
sure did.
He got his big paws on there, and that's big number 58. And he's 212, 5'11". So that's something I noticed the last time I saw them play. At the line of scrimmage, they did not get their arms up. So
running the football again is Fancher, and he's still going. They can't bring him down. He was tackled back at the 15-yard line, and not being able to hold on was Brown for Springfield, and he got loose and got it down inside the 10-yard line.
And Brown's coming around from his nose guard position to try to make that tackle.
So the ball is going to be just inside the 10, about the 9-yard line.
Third down, so this is an all-important third down for Springfield. And for Wayne.
Oh, yeah.
Now, this is where you need a running back in that backfield, but Wayne has not a bad running back there himself, and that's Dorsey.
Yeah, Dorsey is right there next to his quarterback, Fancher. So and they're stacked on the outside, up on top of your screen.
And the bottom.
Looking over the middle.
Almost picked. That was almost picked.
That was almost picked. Both of them going for that football. Yeah. Now let's see.
And that's a good no call. Now watch the crossing pattern here at the top. And playing stacked defense is really tough because you're looking for a pick. Man takes him underneath. Almost.
Well, they were both going for the ball. Yeah.
And even coming across there was Minnie to try to get in there. Here's your field goal attempt.
Okay, now he doesn't have one
82
this year
is
at all.
your field goal kicker.
He's
and that's
9 of 9
Childress,
extra. 9 of 9 extra points, but is not going for a field goal. This one will be from actually 26 yards out.
Yep, adds 17.
Ooh, not a good snap, and it's on its way. Hits the goalpost and no good.
That was going to be good, folks. But
that was going to be good, even though all the problems they had, because that was not a good snap. Let's watch this.
Childress, no good, with 8:27 remaining in the second quarter.
Oh, yeah, that was a little high, but he did a nice job of getting the ball down and just missed. A little bit more to the left, he would have had himself 3 points. All right, so another bullet dodged by the Springfield Wildcats, as at least they get better field position, Gary, than the 4-yard line. So they bested that by some 16 yards.
Yeah, now they have to put the pedal to the metal here with 8:27 left to go in the first half. And you look at the coaching staff over there on Springfield's sideline, they're not used to this. You look at the points for Springfield, and we talked about it, overall 285.
Yes.
Points against 82. They're staying hanging tough with that. Here's the play.
Sweep into that left side. Got him. Oh, what a nice balancing job. Look out. He could go all the way. It's a foot race all the way down and in for the score. What a beautiful, beautiful run
80-yard
by Tyler. Check that by number 15.
Tolliver.
Check it. That was 35. I'm the same way with threes and ones. So Tolliver, what did he put on the juice? Look at this. He's at the 40, and a nice shot at trying to get him there.
Real nice attempt by number 8 shooting across there, trying to make a diving his trick. But he goes into the end zone, and he got his kickoff return back, didn't he?
Yes, he got it back. 80 yards on that run with 8:15 remaining here in this first half. Oh, there's a little bit of some stuff going on, and I noticed the Wayne players, one of them took Bowles and said, "Get out of here," and pushed him back. There was a flag thrown. Yeah, personal fouls on both
Wayne,
ball clubs.
on Wayne.
Oh, just on Wayne?
Yeah, on Wayne.
So do you go for 2?
No, they're going to kick it.
Okay.
Or appear to kick it. I think you go ahead and kick it and take the points right here.
Trying to get his second one of the night. It's back. It's up. And, that's off the goalpost.
That hit the goalpost.
No good. So with the score, 13-0 in favor of Springfield over Wayne. We'll be back with more high school football action brought to you by Jim Twiggs, All-State Agency, on the local TV for me Sports Television Network.
You're watching the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week on WRCX Television, brought to you by our local All-State agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by Dave Cale Chevrolet, The Security National Bank, and Harding Road Pharmacy.
It's time to eat, and you want great Mexican food with friendly service at a fair price. It's time for
My Mariachis.
With 3 convenient locations, you're never far away from a great meal at
My Mariachis.
Don't accept imitations. It's time for
When your ride is overheated, choking, spinning, sputtering, stopped, or just too slow, trust the pros at Muffler Brothers. With locations in Fairborn, Urbana, and Springfield, you're right around the corner from repair service you can count on. Get your car the attention it deserves. See the real pros in town. Muffler Brothers.
And we are back. Kickoff ready to go. Yost approaches it. Here's the nice end over end kick. Coming down to the 9-yard line. That is where it is taken out to the 20. Trying to cut to this far sideline. And eluding a couple of tackles. Finding himself a lot of running room. What a nice job of spinning and moving was Austin Mullins.
Mullins has done a good job all night long. He's a wide receiver. Watch him take this on his own 10-yard line. And I like the way he keeps his eyes downfield. Nice balance. Talk about balance.
Yes.
Big missed tackle there. As he scoots out to the side, another missed tackle. And then finally ridden down by number 18 for Springfield, and that's going to be Tyquan Smoot.
And I think, if you see that one part, it's Keith Castle. He laid back on him to keep his balance and then turned around and took off for more. So, again, good field position for the Wayne Warriors. 36-yard line. 8:07 remaining in the first half, 13-0 in favor of Springfield. With the football, trying to find some running room, and I mean stacking him up over that right side. Just absolutely no running room whatsoever. Might have got 3 or 4 yards, but that was about it, Gary.
Yeah, getting up the bottom of that pile, shaking his head is number 11, Stinnett. And he got he got a lot of big bodies falling on him at the bottom of that.
And taking that football and picking up was Dorsey. He averages about 7.4 a carry, so he has lugged the football quite a bit. He's got the football again. Oh, nice cut. And even a nicer tackle in there, too. Who got him around the ankles? I'm trying to check
number
that
18
number.
came up there with that tackle. That's Tyquan Smoot again.
Whoa. Or that had a touchdown written all over it.
I'm really impressed with the speed that they shoot the gap. Now watch him take off here. That's a lot of speed, folks, coming at you by the running back for Wayne.
And off over the right side.
Not much there. They're going to stack him up.
Not much there for Dorsey, but he did get. See, that's with me. You might say didn't get much, and I know I say it, but if it's positive yardage, then you're headed in the right direction. Just keep it moving forward. 2 yards, second down and 8. Clock continues to roll. We're just under 7 minutes now. Gary, has this been faster?
Well, we've only had a couple passes by Wayne and then 2 long runs, and one of them was called back.
Oh, yeah, the long kickoff return. Ball right at the midfield stripe for the Wayne Warriors. They've got 8 to go, second down in this second quarter. Fancher looking into the flat. What a hit.
Oh, beautifully broken
Timing
up by
that
number 12.
Oh, Dolby.
Kendall Dolby. And watch his eyes down here at the bottom. Dolby's going to be right in the slot there, right in the middle, right on the hash mark. Now watch him break on it as the ball's in the air. He's going, a little bit. If he goes a little bit sooner, he might be in the end zone.
Yeah, but Fancher, did you notice his eyes? He went back and looked right over there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. With a passing game, you got to be ever so careful not to telegraph it. And in high school, you see it quite a bit.
Yeah, well, you're doing any kind of, but the great ones don't seem to do it. They just know where their receivers are going to be. Turn around and heave it. Fancher, here comes the rush, and there goes Fancher. He's got running room, and he's going to pick up the first down. He sure does.
Got a missed block there in the middle here by Springfield, and had a good chance to get him. Was Brown again.
Wow.
And he's the nose guard, and that's a first down. And this is what Coach Mo Douglas does not like to see, is to let somebody back into the game.
Well, that's what happened against Centerville, did it not?
Yep. Can't let them back in the game.
41-yard line. You've got to continue to be aggressive out into the flat. Nicely
No one
done.
covered him.
Nice tackle, too.
But no one covered him on that outside.
No one had him. He was out there all by his lonesome.
Number 30 is Devin Nelson. Watch this replay. He's at the top, man in motion. He's going to get this pass. Look at that. No one is on him.
Yes.
I think the guy that missed him is going to be Stinnett. Probably just read that a little bit too late. Was supposed to be on the outside. And like you said, a good tackle, but
yeah, Bradley came across there.
Second down and short, and the clock is rolling at will be rolling at 6:06 as they wind it.
Second down and 2 to go. The Warriors lined up. 2 men in the backfield, and with that football, again picking up positive yardage over the right side is Tyler Dorsey. Dorsey came in with like 362 yards rushing, and he's got a good average, so when he carries the football, he makes the most of it. First down and 10, the ball inside the 30-yard line. But how many times has Wayne been down here, Gary? They've been down here a few times and have not, and have gone away with nothing. As a matter of fact, last time they had the field goal attempt that hit the crossbars.
This is a critical series right here at 5:45 for Springfield and for Wayne. Here comes that run.
Boy, coming to this near side, and he just seems to run by people. Austin Mullins, what a runner! He's got. He's more of a receiver than he is a runner.
Yeah, watch him come to the outside here. He just kind of glides, waits for the block to set up, and then he goes, "Well, I got to make a cut." And he still picks up yardage. Coming across to make a tackle is going to be number 28 for Springfield. On that tackle is going to be Javion Norman.
Second down 5. Ball just inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line for the Wayne Warriors. Oh, I just love the way he did it. He went in over the right side.
Got another
and
first
that
down.
being Dorsey. And as he got to the point, he all of a sudden cut right back into the middle, and looks like somebody might be down for Springfield.
Yeah, I think it's going to be your nose guard there, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's going to be, well, let's not speculate who it is. It might be number 53, I think, in there, but we will see.
Don't forget to throw for Security National Bank. And this week going to do the best of our throw for dough. And we've given away some money so far this season. So don't forget, if you want more information, as always, www.localtvforme.com.
Yeah, it's been so much fun to have those girls out there, and they practice whenever we get to the games, and they're warming up.
That's funny.
And nobody has ever argued about who gets to throw the ball. All the cheerleaders pretty much agree that the person that's throwing it is the one that's going to do it.
The little lady last week hit it for $500, and I wish I could remember her name. That's the second time that she has
for Northwestern.
Yes.
And they're still attending the player down on the field, and
they're really taking this time.
He's getting a hand up now. They're going to help him up. And
as we saw the replay, Gary, I saw him grab his knee or his ankle on the left side.
See if we get that number. I can't see it from
here. It looks like it's
here.
number 58, if I'm not mistaken. Gilbreth, and he's a good little ball player.
If it is Gilbreth.
Oh, this is good to see. Look at him.
Yeah,
he's running off. Running off on his own power, and you love to see that. But when the play was just done, he was cutting across, and somebody had got him on the knee.
I think somebody rolled up on him.
Yes.
Looked like it. Big huge down. First down for Wayne.
First down and 10.
And that clock's rolling just under 5 minutes, so Wayne would love to get on the scoreboard here before they go into halftime.
Well, they sure would, because they'll get the opening kickoff of that second half.
Boy, do they have speed at the running back.
Yeah, do they ever. Uh-oh, there it is, another missed tackle.
Man.
Whoa, that.
Look, that's the same kind of a battling ram that Springfield has with Smoot. Watch this. Now watch him come in here, folks.
Yeah,
he's going to pitch the outside to Nelson, and boom, there's a missed tackle. And then watch them lower his head here. He takes not one but two guys out. Actually, they do stop him, but he got a real good gain. But look at how many yards he got on it. He only got 2 yards on that.
3 yards officially is what they're giving him. 7 yards to go. Dorsey again over the right side. He may get in there. Ooh, nice play as he goes over that right side, and will get a first down at the 5-yard line.
Boy, he was really hit hard by number 86 coming in there. And that's Barnes.
Boy, they're in a big hurry up now, too, as Fancher. So let's get up to the line of scrimmage. He was clapping his hands. Has 2 running backs on either side of him. Dorsey being one of them, and he's picked up some real positive yardage. He's going to get it. No, Fancher's going to take it. Looking into the end zone, and incomplete.
I think it might have been tipped by number 28. I think Javion Norman might have gotten a paw on this.
Let's take a look.
Because he's going to fake this handoff.
Fancher's pass, intended for Austin Mullins, falls incomplete.
He's rolling around. Let's see who's going to break through there. Coming across. No, it was just overthrown. Yeah, overthrown him. I thought Brown had his hand in there too.
That's what it looked like. It did.
Just overthrown. If he doesn't overthrow it, it could be picked. So.
All right, on the right side is Nelson. Dorsey will get the handoff over that right side, and this is what you call gang tackling. If you did a how to.
And Minnie came in on that. I know Minnie, the player that he is, the senior, missed that one tackle. He wants to get back with this one.
Yeah, and he doesn't miss many tackles.
Nope. And there they go. They're coming in. Minnie's coming in the back to make sure he pulls back.
Pulling back, yeah.
And if you ever, that's why that's why you do the weight room in the summer league.
Third down and goal from the 4-yard line.
3 minutes left to go in the first half.
They got him stacked again at the bottom of your screen. And now Fancher's still looking over to the sidelines, and I think he's going to want a timeout.
Yep, because that clock was running down there, Lee.
And I guess if that's, you've got to be ready to go.
50-50 tickets are on sale tonight. 1 for $1.
5 yards to go here, Lee, for a score to make it a 13, perhaps a 13-7, a 6-point game.
And this is where you're in 4-down territory now,
And this is you're going to remember, we're talking about Springfield, who's put up 285 points so far this season and only giving up 82. That's overall. But you look across the way at Wayne, and they're not too shabby either with the points for and the points against.
Well, points for, right? they've had 216. The defense, a little shoddy at times. They've given up 204 yards.
But I'm really impressed with Wayne with the running backs they have
tonight.
You got Dorsey. He is a 6-footer, and he's a sophomore. He'll be back, 185-pounder. And then Antoine Dennis is a senior, 5'9", not very big, but I'm really impressed by the way that Dorsey runs the ball and protects that ball.
And what about Nelson?
Oh, yeah.
Number 30. Doesn't have a lot of yards. He's got like 258, but he averages about 4 yards a carry.
And then Fancher, he can run the ball as well.
Fancher can too. Yes, he can.
So you got to keep an eye on those, and let's see who's out there. Well, of course, in the backfield, it's going to be Dorsey on one side, and they're going to split him on the other side there, too, with Devin Nelson.
Yes.
With Fancher in the middle.
Fancher calling out the signals. Fancher with the football.
He's going to go backside.
Looking, throws all the way across his body. And, you know, the guy that actually I think did the biggest thing was Tayshaun Smoot. He came across there, put his big paw up, and
it's a really risky play going across the grain like that, because if you are short, that could be a pick six for 100 yards. But
yeah, very easily.
He just waited a little bit too long to unload it because he had Springfield beaten in the backfield in the end zone. And it's 4th down. They are definitely going for it with 2:57 left to go.
And they don't look as positive as they have at the beginning of this drive. Look, Fancher's still looking over at the sidelines trying to figure out what they're going to call.
Now, if you're Springfield, you got to shut it down here, and Wayne wants to get in the end zone in the worst way.
Play clock down to 1 second. They just barely got it off. Fancher with the football. I think he may have the corner, but they got him.
Nope, they got him.
Springfield got him. Who was the first one in there? It looked like it was number 3, that being Bates.
Now watch, Fancher is kind of rolling around there in pain. Now watch what he's going to do here. The man in motion draws all the defense to this side. He's getting one block on the outside, but number 58 is going to go down on the shoestrings, and he gets helped by number 3 shooting across there is Bates.
Bates, yeah.
And he was down on the ground, and he's being helped off, and now he's coming off the field.
Don't forget the instant highlights. This is something I like. Go to www.facebook.com/localtv for me. Instant highlights are the hottest teams, the biggest plays, and the winning drives, all in an instant right there on the website. So
there's your quarterback right there.
His eyes look a little bit
he got hit pretty hard. He got popped pretty hard there.
And there was nothing wrong about it. It was just a hard hit.
Yeah, and he was on the ground too when he got popped. You know, I mean, it was going down at the same time. So it's.
Springfield will try to carry it up
look,
and trying to break loose and doing one heck of a job.
My goodness.
Boy, would not be denied at all, and that's the quarterback, Tayshaun Smoot.
Now watch what happens here. It's a quarterback in the sneak. He just wants to get through something. But look at his offensive line pushing, and watch him pop out of this hole here, folks. Boop. There we go.
Where'd he come from?
There we go. And coming in there to save the day. If he doesn't get in there, is number 10 for Wayne. And if he doesn't make that tackle, it's all she wrote. That's Leo Howard. But now with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, they have some running room left. And a little breathing room, I should say.
First down, 10 yards to go. Tolliver coming in motion. Fake it to Tolliver, being rushed in the backfield. And, boy, that was a high tackle. That looked real close to maybe a face mask. But here's the man we were talking about before the ball game. And that being big number
Couch.
99, Couch. Who's got 70-some tackles, 3.5 sacks. Now he's got 4.5.
Now watch him coming from his defensive end position and getting off the couch.
Look at that.
Running down smooth, and you don't get to run him down too easily. That's a big sack for them, so it moved him back. He lost about
Trey Harper, who's been doing a good job on him, just couldn't catch up with him this time.
Springfield don't do anything too sneaky here. Let this clock work for you. Try to get the first down, obviously.
Sure.
But go into the locker room up 13 points.
But it's second down and 20. That was a loss of 10. And they're calling a timeout.
So they're trying to run that clock down. That's a good move.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the play clock was running down as well.
Yeah, just run that down, then you've lost that time if you saw,
So both of these ball clubs huddle around their respective coaches. You keep running it, don't you? Or do you try to say, let's fake everybody out and throw it over the middle?
I don't think you can really afford to have a pick down there that close to the end zone, though. But your defense is playing pretty well for Springfield. But I think you just kind of course, you want to put some points up on the board because Wayne can score in a hurry with their passing game. And the receivers they have out there, they got Dorsey, they got Mullins. We already talked about Devin Nelson, and then you have the quarterback that can run.
Yeah, Fancher can run.
And Fancher can run. So I think you just you go with that safe slant or a screen or, one guy we haven't seen too much, is Stevens, number 5.
Now watch this.
Yeah, number 5. Here's the quarterback sneak here. It's going to be the
touchdown.
First score as they shoot through there.
Over the left side. Minute 33.
And there's the outside run here. You can see this one, folks. This is an 80-yard run.
Tolliver.
And Tolliver had an 80-yard similar run on a kickoff that was called back. And watch the effort by number 8. Trick just dives and misses.
But the Jets, there he goes again.
He's got him
He's
outside.
on the outside, going to be shoved out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. Boy, Tolliver just hits that hole at full speed.
It's just amazing to watch. And when you have Tolliver back there and you got Tavion, and Tavion's going to be lining up on the left side of his quarterback there. You can see him.
Well, it was Tavion's
number 21.
It's second down and 20. Now it's third down and about 7. Nice pickup. With Tolliver, I go quick pitch right.
Now watch that play clock. It's going to go down to probably about 4 seconds before they snap it here.
Down to 10.
Trying to take as much time off that clock as they can. It's down to 5. And there's your play.
All right, here comes Smoot rolling. Got a man open and
in and out of the hands.
And out of the hands.
And I think kind of distracting him was number 8, Adam Trick, coming across there.
Stevens, that's about the second time that has happened to Stevens so far tonight.
Stevens has only been targeted twice tonight.
Yes.
He had one that was a little bit low, and then that one could have been caught, but it's going to be a punting situation. And I'll see if Wayne brings the house on this to try to get a block.
Now you got to watch this because Yost is only averaging about 26 yards a punt.
And watch for Mullins back there receiving.
All right, let's get a good snap first.
Right.
See what happens. There it is. Nice snap. Perfect. And there's the kick. It is a low kick. It takes a big bounce at the 45-yard line down to the 50.
We got a flag.
Oh, got a flag already. That's got. We may have another flag too.
A block in the back there, and
because coming across was Tavion Smoot, and he hit the runner when he was way out of bounds, but he did try to hold him up. So,
well, when you're going full speed there, and here's the flag. Let's listen in to see if we can get our referee again down there. Is Brandon Kidwell. Whiteout, let's hear his explanation if we can hear it here. So they get the ball with 1 minute and 11 seconds to go in the first half, and they're down 13 points. And that's going to move them back, what is it, about the 47-yard line?
Should
48,
be.
48.
First and 10, Wayne from the 48-yard line.
And Wayne is up to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they're ready to go. 1:11 remaining here in the first half. 13 zip, Springfield.
Man-to-man at the top, and at the bottom you got those that stack.
Yes, boy, they've been running that a lot.
Watch for a pick on that stack. That's where you got to be careful you don't get a flag.
All right. Fancher calling out the signals. Man in motion, left to right, as you can see on the screen. Fancher said, "I want touchdown," and he's got his man wide open at the 30. Tries to cut back and is not going to make it. And guess who? That is number 15. That is Tyler Dorsey.
Beautiful pass. Watch this set up. Man goes in motion. Nice block on the outside. Unloads it wide open. Somebody missed an assignment on that outside and let him go, but chase him down. And if he doesn't make this tackle, he's in the end zone. Coming up with that is number two Boyles. Number 2 is Brown.
Brown, yes.
Coming up for that tackle. And the clock is ticking, folks. 45 seconds. Trying to get a play off before the end of the half.
Don't forget, Wayne gets the opening kickoff. Here comes Fancher as he tries to head.
Fumble, and Springfield
has got it. Boy, Fancher, what a nice run as he went straight up the middle, but then somebody knocked it loose. Let's see.
Now watch this. This ball is fumbled here at 38 seconds left to go in the first half. Fancher has the ball, finds the hole in the middle, and right there, it was a reach in from behind.
Yes.
And that ball's on the ground. They just said, I got it. And they just picked it up, and it's Springfield's ball. And we got an injured player again down there on the field.
Now, how many times has Springfield eluded what could have been a big problem?
I don't want to be in that locker room at halftime because it's not going to be pleasant because this is the fewest points they've scored probably this season.
The keys to the game each and every week brought to you by the fine folks over there in Mechanicsburg. Dave Gale Chevrolet, www.DaveGaleChevrolet.com. Gary?
Yeah, we want to thank all the sponsors we've had for the 20 years we've been doing this. You got Harding Road Pharmacy in Springfield. The Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons, Los Mariachis, the best Mexican food around, and you got IH Credit Union, CTC, and of course Muffler Brothers, and then sponsoring our Throw for Dough forever, and also the Shoot for the Loot in basketball, Security National Bank and Allstate, Jim Twiggs, and of course you want to buy a Chevy truck, you go up to Mechanicsburg, you'll find the best deal around at Dave Cale Chevrolet.
Because that is Chevrolet country. Well, all of Ohio is.
Chevrolet is, and that's the place to go for a truck.
Especially Chevrolet trucks. All right, upcoming here at halftime. Don't forget, we're talking about fine folks there at Security National Bank. We're going to do the best of Throw for Dough, and we've had some pretty good times with this. Had some near misses, and then last week it was wonderful for Northwestern and the.
Second time there for them.
What is
second time?
What was her last name? I can't think.
It's the second time it's happened there at Northwestern. So,
and it was her second time, just like the little lady from Kenton Ridge that kept hitting the.
Let's see who's getting up off the field here.
Oh, you know who it is?
It's going to be. Yep, it is. Fancher got. He's coming off the side.
It's the second time.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's going down. He's in. Anyway.
Yeah, he is.
We hate to see that in a game like this because it's just.
You want to see everybody
and have a safe game and everybody have and compete.
Well, you said the right
and hopefully,
words.
hopefully during the halftime here, you can get in that locker room and see if they can get him back on the field because Wayne desperately needs to see him at quarterback.
Yeah, because he is just.
And they're going to take him.
Good.
They're going to take him into the locker room, I believe, right now. They probably should. It's 38 seconds left to go in the first half.
And it looks like he was holding his ribs there, but you hate to speculate.
Don't speculate that. You can't say that.
Yeah. And trying to run the football, Smoot to Smoot, and Tavion Smoot doesn't get much.
And they can let this play clock run down right now and go into halftime with a 13-point lead.
Yeah, actually, the time is going to run out before the play clock runs out. So it has been a good first half. If you're a Springfield fan, they have just missed a couple of times, well, about 3 or 4 times now, of having been scored on.
And some tackles. They need to clean that up in the second half because it's this game is not out of the
just
reach of
remember
anybody.
As we start the second half, Gary, it's going to be Wayne with the football. That's it for the first half. 13-0 in favor of Springfield. Coming up next, we'll take a look at our first half scoring, and we'll have our best of Throw for Dough as well, brought to you by Security National Bank. As Wayne hosts Springfield on the local TV for me, Sports Network.
You're watching the Hometown High School Football Game of the Week on WRCX Television, brought to you by our local All-State agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by the IH Credit Union, Los Mariachis Mexican Restaurant, and Springfield Clark CTC.